Newport News in Review starts right now.
Hello, I'm Aaron Pritchett, and welcome to this edition of Newport News in Review for the month of November 2011. Ready or not, the holiday season is here, as we try our best to spread a little holiday cheer. But of course, there's so much to do in so little time, so it's very important to find a way to slow down a bit and enjoy the beauty that surrounds. So look up and look around, as the spectacular displays of color paint the town. Well, of course, these colors aren't here to stay, but it sure is a fine time to reflect and give thanks in your own special way. And what better place to take it all in than right here, as we proudly celebrate the 20th anniversary of the 5-mile Noland Trail, which winds its way through beautiful Mariners Museum Park, the largest privately owned public park in America. It's a place that locals know all too well, a crown jewel, an oasis, and the perfect excuse to get away from it all, as the one-of-a-kind 5-mile nature trail, proudly known as the Noland Trail, is beautifully situated within the confines of Mariners Museum Park. And thanks to the generosity and financial support of Lloyd Nolan Jr. and the Nolan family, this trail has provided citizens and visitors alike an experience like no other for decades, with a perfect place to exercise, relax, and most importantly, reconnect with nature no matter what time of year. But the overall journey to provide this remarkable place to this community was indeed no walk in the woods, but rather something very special that grew out of a larger plan that began more than 80 years ago. As philanthropist, author, and art collector Archer Huntington and his wife Anna Von Hyde Huntington started out with a simple dream to build a lake, a park, and a museum dedicated to man and the sea. But only time would tell if their dream would become a reality. So in the early 1930s, 800 acres of pristine land was purchased in Warwick County, and the initial plans focused on infrastructure, as construction began to build a dam at Watts Creek to create a 168-acre lake and called it Lake Maury, for Matthew Fontaine Maury, who was a very well-known naval figure of the 19th century. On top of the dam, a bridge was constructed that would eventually become the very famous Lions Bridge across the area where it formerly joined the James River. But their work was far from done, as they proceeded forward with the monumental task of rerouting Highway Route 60 and constructed a new concrete bridge next to Causey's Mill that would help to create an entrance to this new museum and park in the years to come. Over the next few years, the focus turned to the natural beauty of the park, as major landscaping and planning projects were implemented, the acquisition of wildlife, in particular a deer park, and the installation of several unique statues created by Archer's wife Anna, who sculpted numerous pieces of art, most notably the 4 stone lions at the Lions Bridge, and the Conquering the Wild statue on the hill at the back of the park, thus creating a unique setting for the future success of the Mariners Museum and its surroundings. As the years passed, many changes have taken place throughout Mariners Museum Park, but one thing in particular came along in 1990 that forever enhanced the overall experience of this natural wonderland that would benefit one and all for years to come. As Lloyd Nolan Jr., a man who was born and raised in Newport News and had once ridden a horse on the property's bridle trails as a child, approached the Mariners Museum with an offer to finance the creation of a walking trail that would allow visitors to really get up close and personal with the beauty of this 600-acre park. And with an offer like that, the Mariners Museum gratefully accepted this gift from the Nolan Foundation, and construction began on a 5-mile European-style walking trail at a cost of $500,000, offering a one-of-a-kind walk in the woods, complete with 14 wooden bridges that provide breathtaking views of Lake Maury and other spectacular sights that only Mother Nature can provide. And once construction was complete in the fall of 1991, there was only one thing left to do, as the Nolan family unveiled a granite marker and officially opened the Noland Trail to the public. And the rest is, well, history, as today the beautiful 5-mile Noland Trail has become more popular than ever, as it continues to prove itself as a tremendous asset to this community, thanks to the continued financial support of the Nolan family and the incredible care that the Mariners Museum landscape and maintenance staff provides yearly on this amazing trail. We are proud to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Noland Trail in beautiful Mariners Museum Park, and we encourage you to take that first step on a journey that will indeed open your eyes to nature in the largest privately maintained public park in America. And lucky for us, right here in our very own backyard for us to enjoy throughout the year for free. Well, November has been another busy month, so let's take a look at what's been going on right here in the city of Newport News. It is better to give than to receive, as these students flex their muscles and their minds in an effort to provide food on the table for those in need right here in this community and throughout the peninsula, just in time for the holiday season. This is where history and local art combine, and it's giving 3 generations and 1 family a chance to truly shine, with quite an array of creative art that crosses time and space in the comfortable confines of one historic place. And it's a special place that has served this community well for nearly 2 decades. But the time has come to take it down and begin the process of transforming this popular site with something new, something modern, and something much more safer, so that more memories can be made for children and families alike for many more years to come.